Hello, and welcome to the Diary of a Pan-African Preacher. There's an African proverb that says, one finger cannot lift up a thing. A friend who is a Queen's Counsel once attempted to encourage me to study for a bachelor's law degree. He believed that it would enhance my logical thinking and rhetorical skills. At that time, I felt that that would be a distraction from the high calling of preaching. I am somewhat regretful that I did not heed his call, as I find myself seeking legal opinion on several matters pertaining to the human rights of the communities I serve. In East Africa, I felt as a senior minister of a church in an informal settlement in Nairobi that the residents were victims of predatory landlords who kept hiking up their rents with no quality control or protection for the residents. In Trinidad and Tobago, I was convinced that the inhabitants of Laventille communities should bring a class action against the national government for the lack of provision of basic services such as water, garbage collection, sewage services, and security. I was contending then that the government of the day had broken its oath of allegiance when they solemnly promised to conscientiously, impartially, and to the best of their ability to discharge their duties and do right to all manner of people without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. In the United Kingdom, I am deeply committed to the call for reparatory justice against European nations for the impact of the transatlantic trade in Africans, that is human trafficking, and the ongoing effects it has upon the life and lifestyles of the peoples of the Caribbean, as summarized in the Caribbean Community's 10-point plan for reparation. Today, I'm in the Middle East. I am wondering if the United Nations Security Council cannot be taken to the International Criminal Court for dereliction of duty concerning the people of Palestine. Please forgive my crude summary, but my understanding is that the United Nations and its agencies was formulated to maintain international peace and security, protect human rights, and deliver humanitarian aid. On all three accounts, it has failed dismally to hold one of its members to account in the face of war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide. So the question is, what happens now? When the United Nations with its international jurisprudence fails, what happens now? It would seem to me that the responsibility falls upon the entire international community, from individual states to civil society. Here we have a situation of inconsistency in the application of international law. There is no predictability or predictable jurisprudential or analytical pattern to the United Nations Security Council's actions or inactions. What I am quite clear about is that 43,300 persons have been killed over the past 13 months in Israel's war against Hamas in Gaza. 70% of these are women and children. This therefore requires an international effort in the 193 countries represented by the United Nations and the 4 countries that are not members. Their citizens, through a mass act of civil disobedience, must do what their national leaders collectively refuse to do. 5,532,541 Palestinians are now at risk due to war, disease, and starvation. Israel must stop this war and retreat to its 1967 borders. This war makes Herod the king of Judea, that mass murderer of the male children in Bethlehem, look like a saint. Ashe.